Ayn Rand, born Elisa Zinovievna Rosenbaum on February 2, 1905, in St. Petersburg, Russia, witnessed the upheaval of the Bolshevik Revolution as a teenager. Her family's pharmacy was seized by the Soviet regime, plunging them into poverty and shaping her lifelong opposition to collectivism. After studying history and philosophy at Petrograd State University, she emigrated to the United States in 1926, adopting the pen name Ayn Rand and settling in Hollywood. There, she worked as a screenwriter and met her husband, Frank O'Connor, while forging a career that blended storytelling with philosophical inquiry. Rand's fiction became a vehicle for her ideas. Her debut novel, We the Living, 1936, drew from her experiences in Soviet Russia, portraying the clash between individualism and totalitarianism. Though initially overlooked, it later gained recognition as a critique of authoritarianism. Her dystopian novella Anthem, 1938, explored themes of self-discovery in a society that erases individuality, culminating in the protagonist's reclaiming of the word I. The Fountainhead, 1943, her breakthrough novel, introduced Howard Rourke, an architect who defies societal conventions to uphold his creative vision. The novel's celebration of independence and integrity resonated widely, cementing Rand's reputation. Her magnum opus, Atlas Shrugged, 1957, depicted a world where innovators and industrialists withdraw from a collapsing collectivist society, underscoring her belief in human potential and rational self-interest. After the publication of her influential novel, Atlas Shrugged, in 1957, Ayn Rand turned her focus to nonfiction writing, using this medium to further elaborate on and promote her philosophy of objectivism. Her nonfiction works span a wide range of topics, from ethics and epistemology to politics and aesthetics. One of Rand's earliest and most significant nonfiction works is For the New Intellectual, 1961, which serves as an introduction to her philosophical ideas. This book includes excerpts from her novels, along with new essays that outline the core principles of objectivism. The Virtue of Selfishness, 1964, is perhaps Rand's most controversial and well-known nonfiction book. In it, she presents her ethical theory of rational self-interest, challenging traditional notions of altruism and offering a new concept of egoism. The book includes essays that explore practical questions, such as the nature of rights, the role of government, and the importance of reason in human life. Rand's political and economic views are expounded in Capitalism, the Unknown Ideal, 1966. This collection of essays argues for laissez-faire capitalism as the only moral and practical economic system. It includes contributions from other writers, including future Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan. In Introduction to Objectivist Epistemology, 1967, Rand delves into the philosophical foundations of knowledge and concept formation. This work represents her most technical philosophical writing and has been influential in the field of epistemology. The Romantic Manifesto, 1969, presents Rand's theory of aesthetics and her views on the nature and purpose of art. In this work, she argues for a return to Romantic realism in literature and art. Following her death, several collections of Rand's essays and lectures were published posthumously. Philosophy, Who Needs It, 1982, is a collection of essays that emphasize the practical importance of philosophy in everyday life. The Voice of Reason, 1989, includes essays on a wide range of topics, from cultural commentary to in-depth philosophical discussions. Rand's nonfiction also extended to periodicals. From 1962 to 1976, she published and wrote for 3 successive journals: the Objectivist Newsletter, the Objectivist, and the Ayn Rand Letter. These publications allowed her to comment on current events and cultural trends through the lens of her philosophy. Throughout her nonfiction works, Rand consistently emphasized the importance of reason, individualism, and capitalism. She sought to provide a comprehensive philosophical framework that could guide individuals in all aspects of life, from ethics to politics to art. While her ideas have been controversial, they have also been influential, particularly in libertarian and conservative circles. Rand's nonfiction writing style is characterized by its clarity, directness, and logical rigor. She often used concrete examples and analogies to illustrate abstract philosophical concepts, making her ideas accessible to a wide audience. Her works continue to be read and debated today, testament to the enduring impact of her ideas on modern thought. Central to Rand's work is Objectivism, a philosophy she described as the concept of man as a heroic being, with his own happiness as the moral purpose of his life. Its core principles rest on four pillars: objective reality, reason, ethical egoism, and laissez-faire capitalism. Rand argued that reality exists independently of perception, and reason, not faith or emotion, is humanity's sole means of understanding it. She rejected altruism as a moral ideal, asserting that individuals should pursue their own happiness without sacrificing themselves to others or vice versa. Politically, she championed capitalism as the only system respecting individual rights, advocating for minimal government intervention beyond protecting against force or fraud. Though Rand's ideas sparked controversy, her novels have sold over 37 million copies, and Objectivism influenced libertarian and conservative thought. She founded a philosophical movement that continues to promote her works, emphasizing logic, individualism, and the primacy of reality. Her legacy endures in debates about freedom, creativity, and the role of government, reflecting her conviction that man is an end in himself. What do you think about Ayn Rand? Let us know in the comments below.